Good morning, good morning, good morning. Man, I tell you, it's some heavy stuff I'm about to drop on you, man. It's some heavy stuff. And it ain't because I'm saying it. It's because of God who just gave it to me. Whoo, woo. By any means necessary, stay connected to your family. Stay connected to your family. Stay connected to your family. You and your sister been beefing lately? Make up. You and your brother have been getting along lately? Make up. You and mama haven't seen eye to eye in years? Make up. It's time to have a sit down. It's time to have a sit down. Father has been absent. Go see by him. Go see by him. Many people was praising yesterday because day before yesterday, because it was New Year's. And they began to jump for and shout, it's a new year, it's a new year, it's a new year, new me, baby, new me. That's all good. But I also want you to look back at the history of what January 1st meant, especially to African American people. It came to be known as the hiring day. When slaves had been brought over here from Africa, slaves feared January 1st. It was known as hiring day. A day when all the slaves' master would get their documents and their paperwork together, and they'll come up with different actions on what slave was going to be sold to another plantation. They sold daddy to a plantation in New Orleans. They sold mama to a plantation in South Carolina. They sold the kids to a plantation in Mississippi, and it separated the family. And ever since then, we have been striving, fighting, trying to get our family back together. The family has been broken. It was strategically planned to break up the family. Today, family members can't even get along together. And we live two houses down from each other, and we won't even go and see about each other. We won't even go and see about each other. You know, in my own personal life, my father and I were not connected for years. And I had heard many things about my father, but I never got a chance to really sit down with my father. And there were so many things I began to realize in me that wasn't right. There was a whole lot of things that wasn't right because I didn't have that connection to my father. And just about 3 months ago is when I had been praying for years, that I wanted a relationship with my father. So my brother and I, we drove down to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, and I reunited with my father probably after almost 15 some years, man. And to hear the other side of the story, just sitting there talking to him, I found completeness within my heart. I was beginning to heal. And for all those years, I was angry. Because you didn't hear the other side of the story. Do we wonder why the generational curse is upon our family? Because instead of dealing with it, we just move to another generation, and our kids end up being affected by the same thing mama was affected by. We never sat down and talked to mama. Sat down and talked to mama. It's time to have the sit down. And it's time to stay connected to family. Yes, I know there's some folks out there you just can't connect with because they have been so mentally disturbed and they are so bitter and they're angry. At that point, you just got to pray for them. The Bible says, if anything, with everything within you, try your best to live peacefully with all men, especially your family. The Bible says a man that don't take care of his family is worse than an infidel. Just go see about your kids. When you're close enough, go see about them. Family is all you have at the end of the day. And it's a shame that we have made it to the 21st century and family cannot even see eye to eye. It has nothing to say to each other. Pass right by each other at a family reunion like they don't even know each other. It's a shame. We got to reconnect. If we are to save this community and save this generation of young people, mom and dad, we got to find healing. We got to start searching for healing within ourselves and wonder why we are the way we are. But don't forget what January 1st used to mean. It used to mean hiring day, when they sold slaves and they separated the family. And ever since now, you got to understand, even women, I have nothing against women or anybody that get government assistance. The struggle is real. I don't judge nobody. But let me tell you this right here. One of the number one prerequisite of somebody want to receive government assistance, the number one prerequisite is the father cannot be in the home. It's a plan. It's planned. Open your eyes, start reading. This stuff has been planned. Because if the father's not in the household, the house cannot run effectively, because it's the man's job to teach the woman about God, and it's the woman's job to teach the kids about God. When you take dad out the home, I'm telling you, man, the house is now broken. And I hear women say, I'm the father and the mother. I'm the mother and the father. Sister, I love you to death, man. My sister, you cannot take the place of a man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You cannot take the place of a man. So now, since the man is not in the household, that woman got to depend on God extremely hard, because God has to become a husband to her in that sense. God has to become a husband because we're not there. So let's strive, brothers. Let's strive to become better. Let's strive to become better, man, that we may be that missing piece to the puzzle that can make the rest of that puzzle make sense. We got to stay connected to family. We got to try our best to heal. So I'm not going to hold you long. This is what fell on my heart. I know I messed your whole day up. You was getting ready to get your paycheck and go buy a purse and go to, yeah, I know it. You can't, I know it. It messed me up too. It messed me up too. So, you're going to think about this word before you even think about your paycheck, because it's real. Let's try our best to reconnect with them folks that we have not even had nothing to say to. It's time to let the bitterness go, so we can understand. Because in the process of understanding your brothers and your sisters and your aunties and your mother, you find a part about yourself that you've been looking for so long. Your answers is not found in a book. Sometimes not even found in just the Bible alone. Sometimes God hold us accountable to get up and get to walking on our faith without work is dead. So we can study the word of God, because faith come by hearing, hearing come by the word of God. So we get faith in that sense. But sometimes we also get faith when we start walking. So this your boy Be Real Steve. You have a wonderful and blessed day. Share this video with somebody if you really believe in it. Be blessed.